Hey guys, it's Stargirl.thepracticalwitch. I'm back with another video. This one is how to develop your psychic abilities. I believe that everybody can be a psychic. It doesn't matter who you are. You might ask me, then why did you make a video titled How You Know You Were Born Psychic? That is because some people are naturally more inclined to pick up on their spiritual abilities, and some people are not. If you are one of those people who are not, do not be discouraged. If you want to be psychic and you want to develop it, you absolutely can. Just follow these 4 tips. If you are someone who is naturally inclined to be psychic, then this should be a walk in the park for you. I just want to make sure you guys don't think being psychic is like how it is in the movies. The movies in Hollywood is real life on steroids. It's always exaggerated. Romances, action, love, and psychic abilities. So if you're expecting it to be like the movies where you can move stuff with your mind and literally have a perfect picture of what's about to happen, then you should probably click out of this video because that's not how it is. The first thing I want to say about being psychic, you really need to open up your third eye. Your third eye is also known as your pineal gland. Yeah, it's actually a real gland in your brain. If you don't believe me, I'm going to pause and show you a picture. So why does that little thing in your brain matter so much if you want to be psychic? Well, that is your psychic sense. That is your psychic sensor. So why is your pineal gland your sixth sense? Well, it picks up things you cannot pick up with your regular 5 senses. It picks up patterns. It picks up meanings. It picks up energies. Things that you can feel, but not with any of your obvious senses. Our pineal gland is really sensitive to toxins, and every day we are exposed to these toxins in our air, food, everything. So if you really want to develop your psychic ability, you really need to stop ingesting things that directly attack your pineal gland. So first of all, microwave foods, frozen foods, processed foods, boxed foods, foods with lots of preservatives, just cut those out. I know they're convenient, okay? Like, I'm lazy. I love convenient food, but if you want to be psychic, you gotta put in the work. So start eating fresh fruits, fresh vegetables, all the boring, annoying stuff your mom probably told you when you were a kid. Hey, it actually holds merit. Also, stop eating dairy and taking calcium supplements. That calcifies your pineal gland and makes it not work at its fullest potential. Yes, I know it's hard to stop eating pizza, but there are great vegan alternatives. If you really want to be psychic, commit, cut out the cheese. I know it's hard, trust me. Calcium supplements and dairy calcium really calcify your pineal gland. On the other hand, calcium from dark leafy greens, seeds, that does not. So if you want to get your calcium, that's also a great way. So pretty much to open your third eye, you just really have to live a clean lifestyle and prevent as many toxins as you can from polluting it. You don't have to be perfect overnight. I'm not perfect. Sometimes I like to get a bean burrito from Taco Bell, okay? But just make little changes in your life. Just stop taking those calcium supplements. Stop eating dairy for calcium. Eat leafy greens and seeds for your calcium. Start drinking water that's not fluoridated. Don't drink the tap water. Get water bottles that have no fluoride, no anything in it, just pure water. Don't eat any processed foods, canned foods, all fresh stuff. Get toothpaste without fluoride. Make sure what you're eating doesn't have calcium added that calcifies your pineal gland. Just make a conscious effort to just generally eat better and prevent toxins from polluting your psychic eye. Since a lot of our third eye's pineal glands are already poisoned or calcified, it's good to detox it. So how I do that is I take these iodine supplements. It's just 3 drops in your mouth every morning, and that really decalcifies your pineal gland and helps it work in a better capacity. You can also take apple cider vinegar shots, which I occasionally do, but they taste really bad. These drops taste a lot better. So if you're curious about how to detox your pineal gland a little bit more, Google is your friend. There's a lot of great ways. The second thing you want to do is really raise your vibrations. We are all made of vibrations. Humans are made of vibrations. Your words are vibrations. The colors you see are vibrations. Everything is vibrating. It's giving off a certain frequency. So in order to be psychic, you need to raise your frequency to a higher level. Most people who are sort of walking in a daze do not have their vibrations raised to a higher level. Therefore, they're susceptible to outside influences, dark influences. To be psychic, you really need to be raised to that higher level of vibrational frequency. So how do you do that? Okay, start eating foods with high vibrational frequency. This goes into what I talked about before about keeping toxins out of your third eye. You really want to eat things with a high vibrational frequency with no poisons or toxins in them. So let me give you an example. When you look at fruits and vegetables, they are the color of the rainbow, right? That's because they have a high vibrational frequency. When you look at dead meat, it's dull, it's gray. There's not a lot of color in it. If there is color in it, it's because it's dye they literally put in the meat packet to make it look fresh and bloody. I'm not trying to sit here and preach a vegetarian vegan agenda, although I am one. I'm simply telling you, look yourself. You can see the vibrational difference between fruits and vegetables and meat. It looks different. That's because their frequencies are different. I know being vegan and vegetarian is a huge lifestyle change. I don't ask you to do it overnight. I'm just asking you, try it for 3 or 4 times a week. Try to incorporate vegan and vegetarian meals. That will really raise your vibrational frequency. Another thing you want to do is avoid talking bad about other people. When you talk negative vibrations out of your mouth, you are lowering your vibrational frequency. So when you're talking bad about someone and you're jealous of someone, any of those negative emotions are a frequency that you are letting off. Instead, build people up, make people feel good, be positive, really surround yourself in positive things and be happy. This raises your vibrational frequency, and when your vibrational frequency is raised, you can communicate with the angels, the higher level dimensional beings. If you're in a low frequency of anger, jealousy, depression, eating bad foods, treating yourself like poop, you just attract lower vibrational beings, and you don't want that if you're communicating with the other side. Another thing you can do to really raise your vibration is exercise. So yes, a lot of being psychic includes treating your body, your vessel nicely so it vibrates at its highest frequency. Exercise really raises your vibrational frequency because it makes you feel good and it's good for you. Being out in nature is a great way to raise your frequency. Also, listen to 432 music. If you don't know what 432 music, it is DNA activating music that makes your DNA resonate at a higher level. Do more research on that. It is called 432 music. Unfortunately, in our modern lifestyle, most of the artists we listen to are tuned at a 440 wavelength, and that actually brings your vibration down. There was a study done where 432 music was vibrating out of a speaker with sand, and it made perfect, beautiful geometric shapes. When 440 was used in most modern day music, was playing and vibrating off the speaker, the sand went into these ugly, unsymmetrical shapes. So that just shows you music, the tuning of it, can really change your vibrational frequency. Really watch what you're putting into your body, what you're listening to. Everything that's coming into your senses will change your vibrations. I know there's a lot of toxins everywhere in our modern society. I know our modern society is poisoned with a lot of different things that are not good for our higher selves. I know we can't be perfect overnight, but if you just make small changes here and there, I promise it will make a load of a difference. You do not have to be perfect overnight. The third thing you want to do is practice your gifts. Like any skill, it takes practice. tarot cards are such a great way. They are such a great way to practice your psychic abilities because they get you in the habit of looking at patterns, looking at symbols, looking at hidden meanings, okay? You're not going to be great at it right away. No one is great at it right away. Even if you were born inclined to be psychic, it takes practice. But this really trains your brain to get used to thinking in that manner. Also, I recommend if you're doing tarot cards, also get oracle cards that aren't the traditional tarot, that just say things like clarity, patience. This helps you really decipher the tarot and make it a little bit easier. I guarantee you at first, when you're doing tarot, you are gonna have to look up the meaning to every card, but after a while it gets easier. If you really want to do this, it takes patience, it takes studying, it takes a while. I know I'm a microwave kind of person. I want it right here, right now. But if you really want to be psychic, you have to develop it and practice it. Another thing you can do that's really simple is just try to see people's auras. I know it's weird to space out at someone you don't know. Just practice it on a friend. Be like, all right, let me look at the back of your head and see if I can see your aura, and really concentrate on that. Okay, like that's a great way to practice your psychic ability, and you don't even have to buy anything like a tarot deck. The last thing you want to do is meditate and pray to your angels and guides. This is actually something I just recently found out about. Why is meditation important for your psychic abilities? Because when you are practicing your psychic abilities, you really have to have a still, quiet mind that's receptive to very subtle things. If your mind is always busy, how are you going to pick up those subtle things? You don't have to start out meditating right away, doing the and sitting there for an hour not thinking about anything. That's a really advanced level of meditation. Start out just by doing the dishes, and while you're doing the dishes, just don't think about anything. Clear your mind completely. Go for a walk, exercise. Don't think about anything while you're doing it. Don't have any distractions. Just get in the trance of what you're doing. This is a very good beginner way to really start meditating. Then once you feel like you've handled that, then you can go on to doing nothing and sitting there in the room and just clearing your mind. But I know a lot of these things can seem really overwhelming at first, so I'm trying to give you ways that are good to start out with so you don't get overwhelmed and you can build your skill. This will significantly help you clear your mind and be more receptive to messages from the other realm. With your spirit guides, it is very important before you do anything psychic to pray to the higher level dimensional beings such as your spirit guides or angels. I used to think that was a load of BS, okay? But now as a practicing psychic, I realize it is not. Every time you want to practice a spiritual gift, a spiritual ability, pray. Be like, spirit guides, I am asking you to be with me, show me the right way, show me the right thing so that I can help other people. Never use these psychic abilities for selfish reasons. It will not work. I know a lot of tarot readers have a hard time reading tarot for themselves because if you use your gifts for selfish reasons, the angels don't like that. You are supposed to use your gifts for the higher good, for other people. When you contact your angels, you know they will be there because your skin will start tingling. You'll feel pressure in certain places. Your whole body will be activated, almost like the chills. So before you do anything psychic or practice any of your psychic gifts, please pray to your angels and get in touch with them. You will feel when they are there with you, and you will know it'll just feel right. You will know you are practicing it correctly and if they're there with you. I really hope this video, guys, helped you out. My main goal for this was just to inspire you to do your own research, give you an entryway to what you need to do to develop your psychic abilities. By all means, do your own research, find the ways that work for you. I was just giving you ways that work for me. Thank you for watching my video. As always, guys, I love you. I'll see you later.